So, how to install WordPress from Cpanel. Now, having understood how your Cpanel work, how you can add add-on domains, subdomains, checking if your domain is now active and showing up something. Now, the next thing is now content. So it is now time for you to add content to your website. Make your website look professional. You want to design a website for a farm. You want to design a website for an e-commerce. Maybe the person is selling something. Or you want to design a website for a law firm, a hospital, whatever businesses. So, and what we're learning is how to design a website using WordPress, right? Now, WordPress is a content management system, like it's called CMS. So content management system, what it just means that you have the content there already for you. So it's now for you to manage its content, delete, add, change, color, all those things. So that's how WordPress is. WordPress is not the only content management system. Close down window for me so that this noise will reduce. So WordPress is not the only content management system. They have other content management system. They even have Wix. There is this Wix that it doesn't work with Cpanel. They are on their own. They're just page builders, already built websites. I don't know if you've ever heard of Wix, Wix.com. So there are people use it to build websites too. People use it to build websites. So this Wix. So they just give you can see e-commerce websites. So different type of Wix is a drag and drop. There's still a content management system, not just Wix. There's so many of them. You can see how it works. So they give you that template, you edit it, and all those things. But professionals don't use it like that because of it's limited. It's limited. WordPress is not limited. WordPress can be limited to an extent, but WordPress is leading because of is most widely recognized, and there are plugins for WordPress built by different developers to enhance WordPress very well. So that's why WordPress is leading. You can almost do anything with WordPress because of that plugins and the so many developers that develop different type of WordPress themes, WordPress plugins, and many softwares that are done to function with WordPress. So that's why WordPress is leading. There's Joomla as well. Joomla still works the same way with WordPress. They have Joomla templates the way they have WordPress templates. Alright, but WordPress just seems to be the leading one.
So every other one on that script
is for different functions. This WHMCS, this Abante cards is more of these ones you might need to know a little bit of programming. There's Laravel. So these are different softwares
that does almost the same thing that WordPress.
It does not do almost the same thing. Those ones are totally different.
Different ones.
Yeah, totally different. Yeah, but you don't need them. A programmer might need this, This is PHP. So you might need, but you don't need them. It will be a little bit technical for you. Not even front end. This particular one is back end, or for back end. So everything is yes. It's not even front end. So this is just a Softaculous apps installer. It just by default, it just helps you install this thing to make it easy for you from Cpanel. People still install them without having to come through Cpanel. People still install them
on your website.
On their website without having to come through this Cpanel. They are on a standalone. Even WordPress is on standalone. I can install WordPress without even coming into this place. I'll just use my file manager. I don't, but this is just always easier here. Yes, because WordPress, these things are standalone, almost like Wix. I'm sure that in fact, as Wix keeps growing, they will be here one day.
Wix.
That Wix.com I just showed you, they will just be here one day to just. So all these things is just it's just designed. So these are just like WordPress templates. They're just giving you. Okay, sorry, this is a sitemap website builder. This is a website builder. This one too works like Wix. So it's just website builder. All these ones are just simple things, and we are not using it for newbies who just want to test themselves. You cannot do much with it. So we are now going to go ahead and install our WordPress, right? So usually in all cPanels, when you come down below, you will see Software Colors app installer. You will see it. So I hope this people didn't leave that gem in the rain. Now look as if you're the one that owned it from them. You off the fan. So alright, so let's now go ahead and install our WordPress. So you click on WordPress from here, down. Good. So this is what you will see. So you see install now. You click on install now, and it will tell you to select the domain you want to install it on.
Okay.
So all the domains you have in your Cpanel will show here. Yes, including the subdomains. They will all show here. Now when installing WordPress, always make sure you install your WordPress on HTTPS www. I prefer it, even though most modern browsers can work with any of them by auto redirecting to HTTPS, but it's always good to do it the right way. So HTTPS www, that is the right address. So if your HTTPS is not active, it will write something here to give you a warning, but it's active, so it tells telling us we are good to go. So once you do that, this WP, don't install your WordPress with this indirectory, because if you do, your website will be opening at julius.site/WP. So always delete this, right? So you remove it. You can leave that if maybe there's something you know what you're doing, but for now, just delete it. So here you can select the WordPress version. This is our old WordPress version. So for some reason, some people might prefer the older versions. So, but it's always good to leave your WordPress at updated ones, because hackers tend to attack old ones. So once you're done with this, set your site name. That is the name of the business, right? Let's call this. So you set your site description, right? You can say, I don't know the type of business. Let me just use real estate. So let's use real estate. Password. Never leave your password at your password at the default one. Never ever try it, because if you do, your website can be hacked in seconds. Because there are so many bots. Yes, there are so many bots online. Bots working to using the default password of WordPress. Yes, they try to throw in things. So you can say, let me just do it. No, I'll remove it. No. They might have thrown something already. They might have hacked into your site. So before you know it, before you even finish doing what you were doing, or after a while, it might even take a month or two before they will now throw whatever they want to throw to scatter your sites, or be using your bandwidth or your file managers. They'll be using them, but you won't even know. Some you will know. So it's always good. Don't always set a stronger password. Just set a password. So what's the next note? All these ones later you get to know them. Just ignore them. So the more you install WordPress, the more you start to understand. So once you're done with these few settings, you go down, you will see install email installation details. If you want to get maybe the admin password in a certain email, you can just put the email here. But there's no need for all that, because
that is the same admin as over there.
What?
This one is admin that we just set the password now.
Yes. It will be sent to listen. So once you're done, you just click on install. So it will take some seconds to install. So now the WordPress has been installed. So now when WordPress is installed, you will see these few details. So you see this is your main site address, and this is your admin address. So this is where you do the whole work of WordPress. This is where you do the whole work. This is where you do the whole design. Not just say the whole, but major of all the design works, and everything will be done from here, right? So if you click on this, it will log you in directly because you're coming from the admin, and it knows that you're coming from the admin, right? It will log you in directly. So this is the WordPress dashboard. So if you want to know that your site is working already, let's just click on it. So you can see it's no longer showing an index page, it's showing something, right? It's showing something. So this is the default WordPress template.
Yeah.
So this is whatever you put in, all these things will show. This is hello world. Hello world is a post that is there, just a default post. So you see it there, you can change it or delete it. So this is our site, right? Now you can install more WordPress. Maybe you want to install for the subdomain now we've created, you can install here, right? Just do the same thing you did before. You just do the same thing. That security guy, I don't know how he's managing that, my job. I think it's the big gen. I don't think it's the small gen. It's the big gen. Big gen is even. Maybe they are working on it. So you can do that again for different subdomains. So install different. All of them have their different admins. They have their different. For different subdomains, they have their different admins. Another trick I want to show you. Most people don't know it. Even people who are experts. Now you can directly log in from this into your admin from here, from Cpanel. Let me explain that again. Once you log into your Cpanel, a lot of people, after installing WordPress, they want to always cram their WordPress admin, so that anytime they want to go to WordPress admin, they will enter their site /wp admin and enter password. But from your Cpanel, you can always go into any WordPress admin from your Cpanel very easily. So from this Cpanel, if you come down back again to click on your WordPress, you will see all your installations on WordPress. If you have 10 installations or 20, you will see them here. So to log into any one directly, just click on this admin icon here. So once you click on it, it takes you directly into the admin area without having to enter username and password all the time. So that's how it's done. So now we have our site, right? So this is our first site, even though it's containing nothing, it doesn't have anything inside. So now that brings us to how do we now add content into our website. Let it show something, let it be reasonable. So what do? You now, from your admin right here, right, installing your WordPress theme is the next. Since WordPress works with templates or themes, whatever you want to call it. So from there, from your admin, you will see appearance. Appearance, just like it sounds, is how your site should appear, right? So if you hover your mouse on appearance, you will see themes. So you can see 3. It's telling you have 3 themes. These are the 3 default WordPress themes that are there. So if you click on themes, you will see them here, right? Usually, personally, I like to delete all of them when I've gotten my theme, the theme that I want.
You like deleting this one?
Yes, because of hackers tend to attack all these default things. I personally like to take out default things from my WordPress. Default plugins, default themes, I remove them away because hackers tend to attack all these things. They know that as you install WordPress, they are always there. But I don't do it fast. I do them later on. So once you click on appearance and themes, you will see all other themes. So this is the one we activated, so that's why it's showing like this. If you go ahead and decide to activate this one now, you activate this one now. If you reload your site over here now, it will look different, right?
Yeah.
So different themes with their different looks, different design, in fact different functions, different ways to edit them. That's one big problem of WordPress, that every theme you use, you have to try to figure it out. Every template you use does not come with the same type of editing. So when you're selecting a template, you have to also learn to master it, so that anytime you get new jobs, you will not waste time on it trying to figure out how it works. Yes. So WordPress have so many free themes, so many of them. So you can take your time to see if you can get a free theme. I click on add new, you saw it. So you can upload, that is if you've bought a theme or you have a theme somewhere, you can upload from here, but I don't like.
Also buy themes.
Yes, there are so many places that sell themes. I'll show you there. One of them is the most popular actually is Theme Forest. Theme Forest is the most popular WordPress theme sellers. Theme Forest, themeforest.net. You can buy from there. But the good thing that if I'm teaching you, I don't think you have to spend money buying from here, unless maybe you have it here and you really need it and you don't find it anywhere else, either from us or anywhere, because I do sell themes though.
You can still sell to your case server.
Not from there. I have a place I do sell them, so I can always give you themes more cheaper than all these places. So, but you can always see different templates from different templates, WordPress templates. I click on WordPress, right? I just click on, so you see different templates. You can preview the template to see how it looks. If it rhymes with okay, this people, their preview is bad. This is Enfold. Okay, I'll give you guys this theme. This Enfold. I like it very much, and I like Enfold because Enfold is it's not so hard to edit, and it gives you a variety of different type of demos. Like this is construction, so, and it's not so hard. This is law firm. Editing Enfold is not hard. It's lightweight. It's not a heavy theme. So this is Enfold. So there are so many templates. I'm also going to give you this one. So this is like a product landing page. It's schematic. Maybe you can use it similar to an e-commerce. You're selling something, or you want to do a website for someone who is selling something. So you can just product page. They all have different ones to choose from. So you can decide to preview any of them. So this is smartwatch. So you can preview any of them to see what I'll give you this theme, this particular one. We're going to be using it. We're going to be installing it. I'm sorry, most of the time my laptop will show on dark mode. So I work at night a lot, so I do set them on dark mode. So
okay, this is like an e-commerce.
Yes, this is like an e-commerce sort of template, right? So once you install it, you can now start editing all these things to rhyme with the particular product that you're working on. The images, whether your client can send you images or you source the images from Google yourself, however. So this is just, if there's so many templates, if millions, not even thousands of WordPress templates out there that you can always use to do different websites, right? So now we're in our admin. We are trying to add. WordPress also gives you templates from inside there. Remember, themes, add new. You will see different free themes, different.
Okay. So those are still free too.
They are free, but they are limited. It's not something that is free.
Yes, you cannot edit it.
Whatever is free is usually limited, right? Usually limited, or they have a better version of it and just decide to give you small parts as free. And one hectic thing about working with free templates is that you never know what to expect. You never know what is expected. It might be so difficult, and you might get to a stage there's something that you want to do, you just cannot do it, and then you'll be required to upgrade. Maybe after you spent all your hours working, there's something that is not doing. You only have to upgrade to buy that particular thing before you can do that thing. So it's like, is that you're forced to buy it, or you just remove it and go and look for another thing? So you have to just know. That's why I don't advise people to use any free theme unless you've used it to an extent and see how it works, right? Now this one in particular is a free theme. I know that it gives you something a little bit of a goal that you can use to an extent to build a few different types of websites. The name is Sydney. They have so many of them, but these free ones can still help you. This is for a blog, can see it's a news. This one is for a blog. So maybe when you want to do a blog and you want to be using the free plugins, fair enough. It's not bad. But for now, for a start, we are going to use this Sydney. I'm going to use it to show you, and then you're going to go back and edit it. Start there before. We are not going to enter into installing premium themes. That will be our next class. But for today, I'm going to show you. We are going to install this free Sydney theme. This free Sydney theme uses a page builder called Elementor. So there are two. What are page builders? Page builders are they are plugins that help you to arrange your sites, arrange the words, change the sliders, change however you want your site to look. They are all page builders. So there are different page builders, the most popular being Elementor and WP Bakery. There are two most popular page builder plugins, WP Bakery, don't want to get there, and Elementor plugin. So those are the two most popular plugins. So and those are the two we are going to be using to work, unless that particular template is not using any of those page builders. But most templates use either Elementor or WP Bakery. Some templates have both in them. So whatever you prefer to use, you use. Me personally, I don't like Elementor. That is my own taste. Some people tell you they prefer Elementor. I don't like Elementor. I use more of WP Bakery because I think it gives me the freedom to do what I want to do on a site. WP Bakery, Elementor kind of limits me into their own world. I'm going to show you. So we are going to install this particular Sydney thing. It works with Elementor. So if you click on install, you remember how we got here, right?
Yes.
We went to appearance, themes, add new. So let's install. So it will install, then it will ask you to activate. So it's activated, right? Remember our site was like this before, right? So let's now activate this. So once you activate this, to tell you that you've activated it, go and load your site now to look a little bit different from what it was, right? But the theme itself, because we've not activated the full function of the theme, that's why it's showing like this. So now go over and look for the theme option. Now we've activated this theme. So most themes have their functions. They are either somewhere. Most of the time, theme functions are usually under appearance. Some will stand alone and be here, right? Take this note, because you might activate a theme and then you don't know where the function is. You don't know how to now continue with that theme. Sometimes it might not be under appearance. Currently this one is under appearance, quite alright. You can see theme dashboard. Before, it was not here before until we activated the theme. Some will go and hide. Some can go and hide as far back as settings. You will not even you will look for it and get tired. Some will be under tools, right? So if you look for it, you're not seeing theme option. Theme option, that is a particular option that allows you to manage that particular theme that you just installed. Some might be here. The good ones that have sense will stay here, a very good place that you'll be able to see them sharp and do what you want to do. Some will go and hide inside tools, because usually they are either under appearance, here, under tools, or under settings. So you look for, currently this is it under appearance. So theme dashboard. So let's click over to theme dashboard now. So what is telling us now, because this is where we want to manage this particular theme now that we've just installed. Yeah. So different themes with their different ways. So you should not, don't think that all of them will look like this. If you try to use another theme, you see it might be different when you come here. So it's you that will just have to see, okay, how to figure out your own way. So you can see this is site title and logo, right? And it says customize, which means that when you click on customize, what you're going to be changing is site title and the logo of your site, right? Topography, which you know that if you click customize, this is what color options. You know that if you click customize, you're likely to click the color option, right? But now there's something called starter sites, and it can also be demo site. You can also see import demos, right? So whatever language they are using, all you understand is that I just installed a template. So this template is supposed to have maybe a demo sort of. Some who don't have demo, they are just one single. Once you install them, it will take shape immediately. But I think this particular Sydney has different options. So if you click on starter site now, okay, said in order to be able to import any starter site for Sydney, you need to have the A-Team demo importer plugin. That's according to them. So install and activate. Different teams, or some teams will still install without you having those things. So now it's telling us to just get that plugin. We've already done that, right? So go back to the starter now. You will see. So you see different templates, right? That you can. It's like this is for charity, so you can preview it. You say this one requires pro. You can see why some certain free teams. Now you can't use this one unless you pay for it. Good. That's how that one works. So you can see it's pro, free, right? The ones they are giving for free. Anything very good, they tell you to pay for it. So that's why I don't even try to start with anything free. I don't go there. So but let's just take this their demo, for example. So we're going to import it, right? So we import. So to ask you, do you want to import the content, the widgets? We'll get to what widgets are later on customizer. Yes, of course. We want to import everything. Okay. He said install. He uses only Elementor. Some things will say, do you want to import either Elementor or WP Bakery or whatever page builder they are using? For this one, automatically sets you to Elementor. The theme is built on Elementor. Yeah. So you just company. This one is to offshore in for their emailing. So once you do that, subscribe. I don't want to subscribe. I just want to import. So it will import. Now once you import, your site will start showing the template that the design has given you, that template that you've seen before. So this thing now that is showing here now, everything here will change, right? So we are going to just wait for our import to complete. So it's 25%. Assuming I'm in my house, it has been done. So hello, hope you're following. I hope everything is refreshing your mind back, right? You've seen how much you've forgotten, right? Okay, so it's done, right? It says I should either customize or view site. So let's view site now. You will see that our site now is ready with this. It's ready but not fully ready. Why is not fully ready? That this is a demo and it's their own dummy content. Usually dummy content. Some demos are very kind that they will, if you take your time and look for some templates. I don't know if that enfold that I checked just now is like that, or maybe I've removed it. I think enfold has a way to that. They just do that site for you. With English, they give you nice write-ups, put everything, arrange it. Some templates are that kind. If you're doing agriculture now, they will arrange it so well for you. To fit that particular thing you're doing. Some teams will just give you dummy, lorem ipsum.
But those ones you have to pay for them. The ones that will actually.
Of course, now any team that will take their time to do that for you, then you have to pay for it. So now, so this is your site. Remember, once you've set your site logo, probably your logo will show here, I believe, right? These are your menus. So we'll get to all these parts, arranging these menus, editing them. We'll also get to the footer areas. So these parts are called footer area. Down part, these are your footers. So anytime you hear footers, just know that those are the content that are below your website. Bottom your website. Those are your footer area. And the top areas are called your header areas, right? People who code and program, when they want to program, they know how to put a header area and they know how to put a footer area, and this area is the body part. So as soon as you code, you will know how all those things functions.
So those people that code now mostly don't use WordPress to get their website working. Just do it.
People who code use WordPress because it makes their job faster. I don't think, unless you're working on a particular project that has some particular functions that WordPress can't give you, and even at that, with my own understanding and knowledge, I can change a lot of things from this theme, from the codes.
Okay,
from the code itself. That WordPress is built on PHP. PHP is a programming language, so it's programming on its own. So you can always go to the back end of it to do some certain changes that you want. You can see theme file editor is right here. You can edit it if you want to see the codes of everything that is done. So sorry, you can edit it. So that's why WordPress is very versatile and it's very popular, because it gives people so many options to do so many things, both programmers or whatever. You can change programmers. So WordPress makes the job very fast for them, instead of trying to go and start coding from scratch. Unless it's a back-end job, maybe a back-end job that requires some functions, login. When you log in, you put in your password, or you do that, all those type of things. Those are the ones you might want. Okay, let's do the back end of it. But this is a front end type of situation. So most front end developers don't even have issues with WordPress. Anybody that telling you that I don't use WordPress, I code, doesn't understand what he's doing. Because a lot of programmers use WordPress. What they do is they'll just get a nice WordPress template. They might not even be in our WordPress dashboard the way all of us are here, right? They might even be doing the site from the file manager. They won't even come here at all, but they've installed the WordPress theme and everything from their file manager. Do everything, change all these things from the back and change all these images. All these things are codes too, so they can as well still work on it at the back end, right? But what WordPress is just giving us is that front end for people who are not all that strong in coding. Okay, please on the AC. Thank you. So you understand, right? Yeah. Okay, so now that we have our sites showing something, what do we now do next? Maybe we will have to edit it, right? Make our site make sense. So now that's going to be the work you're going to take home to Friday, right? So I'm going to show you how to. Why did you not off the fan when the AC have not even gone anywhere? You want to roast us? So now, remember this particular team is working with Elementor Page Builder. Now the easiest way to edit your website, I'll show you. Most of the time, once you're logged in as an admin, Elementor will always show up here. As far as you're logged in, this Elementor will always show here. Now for all your pages here, you will find them here, pages. So once we imported that theme, it imported all the pages, all the pages. So these are them here, all these things showing up here, right? Each page with their different contents, right, which you can change. Now take note, when you're doing website for someone, sometimes you might import a theme and it will have so many pages, so many. Don't get scared. Don't be thinking that how do I start editing this thing? No, you just have to go to your menus and delete. We'll get to menus. I will talk about all those things, menus, widgets, and all those things later on in another class. But when you put a theme and it have so many things here, don't worry. When you're building a website for a business, the most common pages that are needed is the home page, which is the front page, right? So you have to tell yourself, okay, I'm going to work on this front page to rhyme with the client's need, right? What the client needs. To rhyme with what the client needs. Sorry, let me tell him, I'll call him back. Mr. Bill, where is your United States? So all right. So as I was saying, so when you're doing a website for a client, you have to know that, okay, what I'm going to edit is this front page first. This is usually where the main hard work is. So you have to make sure that you get these whole details at least fine to an extent, because this is what will attract your client, that okay, my site is fine. So once you get this, the next thing you want to, the next page is the about the business, right? About this business. So about the business, because in front page you can't always put all the information on everything, so you can just, it's like a summary of everything about the whole site that usually you have to place in the front page. Now about the business, we'll now carry about the business This is our history. We are founded at so the year. We did this and did that. We are very good at this. Our mission, our vision, right? You put it right here on the about page. The next thing is the services page. Didn't have it here.
Services.
Yes, services. The services that business is offering. Right? I'm just telling you the most important pages to note. So because sometimes you might see plenty pages here, you might don't need all of them. And see services is one here too. You can always arrange all those things. So this is the services, right? So because when people go to visit a website, what they usually look at is that their homepage, they are about the business and the services this business is offering. So the homepage of the site, about the site, the services of the site, you can always arrange these menus later how you want them to look like. We'll get there. So the services of the site, and then the contact. So those are the four most popular, at least most used, that at least a business must have, right? So you have like let's take for example, let's visit this cashtech.net now. I don't have much pages. Okay, sorry, .net, not .ng. So this was done on WordPress. So you can see in the front page, I just summarized everything we do, all that. This is a one-page template I used. There's something called one-page templates that if you click on, although I said these menus, but this is external menu to take you to somewhere else. External as well. If you click on about us, to drag you down. That's one page. They have some one-page templates. The more you click, if you even click on contact us, it will bring you down. Right? So yes, so this is a one page. I like doing my things very simple. I don't like serious things, so that's how I just did it like that. So usually home, about the business, services, right, and contact us. So that's usually the most popular, the things that at least you need most on most websites, right? Then maybe when the client says, okay, I want to add this to my site, I want to add more pages, you can charge more money, because more pages mean more work, right? So you have to just know when you're doing a website, you're doing the homepage, you're doing the about the business, you're doing the services of the business, and then you're setting the contact page of the business, right? So those are where you have to concentrate your works on. So whatever menus you see, whatever pages that this thing gives you might not really matter. You might delete every other one and just leave the home, the about, and all that, right? So usually from your pages here, you can edit with Elementor. You see it here, but usually the fastest way is whatever page you visit, you will see this. Once you're logged in as admin, you will see this edit with Elementor. So if you click edit with Elementor, you will just see how simple it is to edit your site. So I think from this theme dashboard, you can change your colors, your site logo.
The Elementor is not going to do that.
No, it's not everything Elementor can do. Some themes can give you the option of being able to edit your logos from the Elementor if they build it that way. But most teams have their own theme dashboard to change their site logo. This one still uses the normal WordPress customizer dashboard. So because I clicked on this customize to change the logo, it brought me here. So you can see your upload logo, right? So if you click on upload logo now, it takes you to this place, right? So it takes you to display. You look for the image and then add your logo, right? If you have it already, you can select it from here, right? So whatever logos you want to do, I'll get to where you'll be able to design logos. I'll tell you the site you use to do logos and edit. I decided to start with web design this time around for those marketing tools and all that. Okay, so that's for that. Here too, you can see colors. You can change the colors. That's the main colors of the site. I think it's using more of yellow and blue. Yellow, blue, global colors. So you can change all these colors. Looking at the yellow, I can't find this. That means this was done on the Elementor. These colors. So
This color was done on
Elementor, yes. These yellows, these colors here So I use it. So when you're editing with Elementor, right? So this is an Elementor. So Elementor, it makes it very easy to edit. So you can see how easy it is. So
You can just change everything.
yes, just change right here, right here. So this one too, you can change, right? Change this, the link where you want. If they click here, where will it take them to? Put the link here. If you want them to click here and it will take them to cashtech.net, you put cashtech.net link here. You know. So do you understand?
Yes.
So you just edit all this, just click on them. This is this icon, right? Brand identity right here, Lauren Ipson right here, right? So that's how easy this image is, where you can change it, put your own image, change this right up, make it rhyme with whatever your client, right? This right? So this is just practically how Elementor works. This is how Elementor works. So why me I say I don't like it, because I think it's too easy. It's too easy, and there are just some things I just want to do, and I will not know how to get my way around it in Elementor. Like, I don't want my site to take this shape. I don't want it to take this square shape. Maybe that's how I want it. So it doesn't give me that freedom that WP Bakery gave me. Although a lot of people prefer Elementor though.
So understand this, you have to just fix whatever.
Just the way it is, the way it is. I mean, I like to work with WordPress templates that you won't even know. If you can use this template, and I will use this template, but mine will look so different from yours. You know, so that's how I like to do my stuff. You can remove the sections you don't need. Maybe you don't want this section. Click on this X button. They will all leave, right? So you mustn't use all the sections, right? So you can just leave it as short and simple like this in the front page, right? So you just edit a few things. If you even come out to this one if you want to. So you just, like me, if I'm to do this thing, I don't think I even need those last ones. I think this is how I'll do it. I'll leave it just simple like this. Since if you need to learn more, go to the services about page and services page. But for this front page, I like to just keep it simple, no too much details there, you know. So you just do it, your work is faster. This thing will even make your work very fast. Just do this, change this, you know. I'm trying to look at where to change this color. There has to be styles. Okay, so here it is. So we can change this color now. Change this color. This color is not fine. It has to be light. It has to be light because I'm having a dark background. That's just principles of design. So when you're having dark background, the next color front should be a little bit lighter. So you can change all this.
There was something I saw about your website now that
what's that?
Like before this one, the .net or the .com.
Okay, .ng.
The picture will be like that is what I mean.
Okay, this sliding.
Like a slideshow.
And that sliders, don't worry, we'll get there. This particular team did not give you slider. Doesn't mean that.
Okay,
this particular team, yes. So it has to be with the team, or you add it yourself if you want. Okay. If you want, you can remove this section and add it slider. Add a slider to it, right? We'll get it. There are plugins that offer that. There are slider plugins. You just have the sliders. Create your slider. Add it to this place. You can add it. Let's say you want to add from Elementor now. Sorry. Assuming you have a slider revolution or any slider plugin, in this place you will see the option to select it. To drag it and drop it anywhere you want the slider to show, right? If you want more things to show here, form for example, you drag it. So if you have a slider, you can carry the slider.
Does it have inner space?
Yeah, inner space. Now if you want more space, it does. Oh, my friend, how are you?
You say inner space.
Come on.
So does it have